So I've measured on my hot pipe from the top to there, which is 700mm. I've measured 700mm for this end of the pipe, and what I was always told to do, or what I tell the apprentices to do and the students, is put an X on the side you've measured and bend onto the side that you're going to cut or you're going to bend at a later date. So now I get my bending machine, my old hill motor. If I stand up for this one. Now the reason we get students to use a vise is because when they start using this, they haven't used them before, they are a bit awkward. Because I've got the pipe, I've got the hook that's got to go over it, and the X, the size I always keep, always on the hook side, and then I put the guide in. And hopefully that holds it all together. So now the next thing I'm looking at is, I want the pipe to be parallel with the ground. And I've got my mark where I want to bend it, and I want that to line up with a 90-degree point on the bending machine. So if I loosen it off a bit and drag it back, I think we're almost there. Now, I don't want to waste too much pipe, but I don't mind wasting a small bit or having to cut a small bit off. When we do the frames in the workshop with the students, because there's loads of them, could be up to 25, 26, I don't want them all just guessing where the pipe is. I want them to do a bit of maths, but add and subtraction, and to work out how much pipe they're going to need. So when I do that, I've got my mark here, and I've lined it up, looking down through it with the mark, and then I'm going to bend it right round to 90 degrees. So then I put a bit of weight on the handle, bend it round, and I've got the end of the pipe coming up towards the mark. Now I think it should be roughly, the edge of that guide should be roughly near the mark like that. And now I'm ready just to check it for 90 degrees. I'll put the bend machine out the way. If I look at it, just a bit too far that way, all I do is put my foot on it and stretch it back a small bit. That should be okay. If need be, I could check it on something flat, on the right edge, on a door frame, hopefully that's square. And now, I've got the X here. I put it in the clips on the wall, and then I can clip it in. So that's my cold pipe coming down the wall and running along. And that should be roughly 700mm, which I measured. So now I'm going to do the cold pipe. Again, which we try and tell the students to do, is to measure how much they need. So if that's 800, I want it to come over to this pipe, so I want a minimum of 600. So I would do 800 plus 700 is giving me half a length, which is 1.5. Again, if I measure down 1.5, put my thumb on it, put it down, and then cut it using my monument pipe slices. Then the end's going to fall off. That comes off. I put that out of the way so I'm not going to trip on it. And the size I said from here to the bend was going to be 800mm. I get measuring tape, I measure 800mm, I mark it. I put an X on the side I want to keep. I get my bending machine and I go through the same process again. All plumbers hold the bending machines differently. I put the pipe in, I bring the hook over, and then I can put the guide in, making sure the curved bend is on the pipe, obviously. I hold it roughly parallel with the floor. I can bring it in, I want that mark to line up with the 90-degree point, which I think is round about there. I'll be happy with that. Bend it. Make sure the guide is up close to 90 degrees. I take it out. I put the pipe bender down. I check it for 90. Luck more than judgment again. I've got my pipe now. I can clip that in the wall. And then clip it and the pipe's going across. So this is my hot pipe, got my hot tap, and my cold pipe, got my cold tap.